One of the biggest challenges I faced was the predecessors, which seemed like similar programs where we would crowdsource ideas, did not last very long, and most people didn't even know they existed. And the ones that didn't feel like they were very successful or useful. So I had to overcome that and provide a answer to how is this one going to be different. And I think the key to it being different is the strategic campaigns, getting sponsors who have a real need, and when they find solutions, they will use them and implement them.
So I think some of the biggest challenges really are going to be keeping the momentum for keeping innovation exciting and driving it down to all levels of the organization who really can make a difference. We're looking to create an innovation culture that can grow and scale these concepts globally, and we want to continue with knowledge sharing and excitement. So I think it's really going to be, how do you constantly market yourselves? How do you constantly market innovation to everybody in the organization?
Getting our employees to trust that their ideas will be recognized, whether they go to a life cycle and a pilot and are adopted, or whether we decide that's not right for the organization right now. It's two-way communication. We're asking them to bring their best ideas to work, and we owe it to them to let them know where their ideas are, what's going to work for our organization, and to set expectations so that they can continue to play within the boundaries of our problem statements.
There are two things that come to mind when it comes to challenges around innovation. The first one is the fact that everybody feels like they own innovation. And my answer to that is, well, that's true. Everybody should own innovation. And the reality is we all bring something different to the table. We all have areas of expertise and skill and knowledge that we can add to that formula so that in the end we have success with the program. And so we've had to really bring everybody together to help kind of show and map where everybody fits within Toyota's innovation ecosystem. And so what that's done is it's brought some clarity around scope and responsibilities, and it's allowed people to feel more comfortable both letting go and or taking ownership where they should. And so when you have that level of clarity across the organization, you really are able to tackle the biggest of challenges because you've got everybody rowing in the same direction. Another challenge that comes to mind is funding, and that's a problem that I think every organization struggles with because obviously you're trying to run your core business today, you're trying to protect as your industry gets disrupted, but at the same time you know that you have to dedicate funding towards innovation and towards growing the business, and so you know you're not getting necessarily more resources, so what do you do? So for us, the key has been to transform our existing business, to look for ways to become more efficient so that then we can build capacity and bandwidth and resources, find and reallocate resources to areas of priorities to grow the business in the future and to really innovate so that those ideas can help you drive that message home, take care of the customer, and in the end, continue to have a successful business.
I think the biggest challenge of anyone running an innovation program, and I think it's broadly, widely understood, is that adoption and engagement from everybody is a difficult task. Believing in an innovation program, our idea is going to actually be pursued. That's always a difficult thing when you're starting out. But I think over time, as you start to prove out these wins through campaigning, getting engagement from leadership to understand that, hey, the employees and these crowds that we're sourcing from are really, the innovative culture that we have here, so they'll be able to drive innovation and solve some of the biggest problems. And I think the more and more buy-in and the more campaigns you run, people kind of understand that this is a real win of a program.